Jolly, Leo the Great, White Fox, Supreme Buns, coming in 1-1, coming off a loss against SVC Legends on Sunday, and away we go.
That is absolutely right here as Chocolate just misses that first grab here for Nebula. A real quick, wanted to say, actually maybe hold that thought as Supreme holds the disc. A quick thanks to Lazy Atkins and Voodoo over there in Twitch for the subscriptions. And maybe that shot, well, not quite for you, but here it goes into the bottom of the ramp and back, collecting it for the team. Mo Jolly on Guinness.
What a great opportunity there by White Fox on an empty net. Just doesn't connect on it. Unfortunate bounce off that rim there, but they still have control here, so let's see what happens.
Ooh, another dinger.
No.
But Mo Jolly still gets it back off the head, and then up top it will go, taken back by Kaznaz. Kaznaz ejecting it over into the corner and trying to inject themselves some points here on the collection. Chocolate can do it. Not quite, but a rebound maybe on the way here as a goal. Now finally closed off by the defense. Sweet Tooth just going to go on, let it loose. Why not? Not a loose tooth, though.
Nice read there by Chocolate. Good communication on the team as Lit gets that pass up to the nest there to Sweet Tooth, who I believe was covered, but not all that. Well, not very heavily able to come in on the goalie there, get the shot in up top. That was one chance there. Whereas it was Guinness with 3 chances down at the other end. So Guinness definitely looking to make something happen here to make up for some of that lost time.
Yeah, it looked like on that that shot, I mean, the defense there did get back for Guinness, but they were so focused on the stack that they couldn't really close off the nest in time on the defensive end. Now, Sweet Tooth just saw Sweet score that on the other side, maybe trying to buy another goal. Now that's going to actually bounce dangerously close, and luckily the stack is there for Guinness, so out it will go back into the pocket. A pair, actually trio of players there for Nebula, and everyone joining the party right now as it gets into the hands of White Fox, and White Fox will find the clear. Maybe his own rebound, and then a clear, then a steal. What do I know? Chocolate's going to dive in, though. Here it goes to Kaznaz. Finds a opportunity, and there is Chocolate for a beautiful play.
What a feed there from Kaznaz to Chocolate. Chocolate's cutting in from that right side there, and Kaz has to pull that. You know, I'm thinking as a goalie, the way Kaz moves in there, you know the goalie is biting on that shot hard. So when that pass to the far side of the goal there goes off, he's not ready for it, and that leaves enough space for Let's put that one in. What a beautiful
No
play.
space on that joust given at all. Pressuring that so quickly on the quarterback's end, but maybe retaining possession. Now there comes Sweet Tooth again, so it seems like there's a player who's getting the disc an awful lot. And now taking a shot. Now we'll be a bit off here as White Fox tries to collect, sails past him, so late toast, right on time for Chocolate, but can't get the dime on the assist.
Yeah, good look there from Chocolate, trying to get it off the backboard, I think, or maybe looking for that lower pocket there with the 8-ball, but doesn't quite connect on it. But still, Nebula mostly in control here with the disc. As I say, it goes a little loose, but they are still in control. And, you know, looking to make another opportunity here.
It's a lot of tentative control, and that was quite the plan 3, though. Great shot from Chocolate's side of the back, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, those shots, that one comes in and bounces off that pyramid on the backboard there. And those shots can be really difficult to follow, particularly if they're coming in from, that kind of sharp angle. So great shot there from Lit. Definitely the kind of thing we love to see from him.
And as Jay Walker in the Twitch chat points out, an 8-meter 2. A little bit of a rarity. Happens every once in a while. And, well, nonetheless, it'll be a score. Now Chocolate, actually Sweet Tooth will get it. And there is another score right now. Nebula starting to roll.
And just on that,
Sweet roll. Sorry, had to get that out.
The way that happens, generally, it's like if you shoot it from one side of the net, so like the far left shoulder side, and then it goes in on the right side of the goal. The farthest point from you. That'll add that just enough space there for it to be an 8-meter 2, things like that.
Dimwi with the ever useful analysis there. I'm not a numbers man, but you certainly are. Going in for some more numbers maybe on this score. It's going to be White Fox trying to get on the board first here for Guinness, but does not. So the clear will ricochet a few different times, end up in the tunnel. And good shield from Chocolate there to deny the brawls as the stack recollects. And ultimately in the back line, it's Mo Jolly getting the disc with a deep pass. Nice delivery. Supreme shot. Yes, sir. 3 points.
And that's that, the disc getting caught up in mid there, a lot of back and forth, a lot of turnovers from both teams. And that draws Nebula looked like they got pretty confident there for a moment. Started moving out of their bubble, and that gave enough room for Guinness to turn it back around with a quick pass down to Supreme Buns, put it in for that beautiful 3 shot.
Yeah, it was the shot just as beautiful as that pass. Of the pass, picture perfect to buy themselves a goal. So 3 points for Guinness now as Mo Jolly gets that tap back. So White Fox on the other side, uncontested currently. You can see the stacks forming for Nebula here and actually retrieving. And there you go. Chocolate, another dump into the other side of the floor, but fast on the stacks are Guinness. Was Guinness. Always have a hard time trying to figure out how to pluralize some of these team names.
Guinness, yeah, we were. There's another name we were talking about the other day.
Genesis.
That was really hard to pluralize. Genesis, yeah, Genesis. But no, that wasn't a plural. That was ownership, and so we're like Genesis is, yeah, I guess, yeah. So that's fun.
Well, we'll see if we can organize ourselves there on the English end of things. But Late Toast looking down low. And getting stunned out, though. Sweet Tooth actually recovers somehow, so a nice short-range boost from Late Toast. That was good awareness to get the grab, not get stunned, go in for another one. There's 10-3 for Nebula.
You can see Late Toast, size up that goal, moving in on the goalie. There was a defender in front of the goalie as well. That might have been what gave Late Toast that what pushed him over the edge to actually take the shot, because you're shooting on a goalie. He does it anyways, and he does it well. It goes in right up at the top there, and almost getting that one there.
Another one of those high pressure jousts there, PE jousts, very fast. One-on-one though, can't quite get it. That's just dinged off the corner and sent right out into Chocolate's hand. And now, close. Won't make the most of it though, and Supreme Bun takes it away.
And Supreme Bun, smooth move there, using that, the anchor on the shield to quickly turn back around, because had he not done that, he might have gotten caught by that chain that was coming back.
Now trying not to get caught here out, but it looks like almost a 4-on-2 practically, as finally the defense makes its way back. So Guinness on the offense, Leo the Great trying to stun him out, and does so successfully, so White Fox cannot get the hit, but right back at it. And another save. Wow, back-to-back here. Great hands from a Sweet Tooth, but still staying on the offensive end, and again a stun. So right now Guinness getting some rebounds and finally finding the score. There it is for White Fox.
Yeah, Sweet Tooth there with the sweet hands. Ha ha ha. Sorry. But yeah, you give any team so many opportunities. Eventually one of them's going to go in, and that one did there from White Fox on that left shoulder.
Yeah, not. I don't know. Anyway, over here it goes. It's going to be a launch from Nebula on the offensive end. Kaz Naz, formerly of V-Spawn, formerly V-Respawn, formerly Echo Combat champions here, but he is a great player in Echo Arena just the same, so nice to see him on a team here. As Mo Jolly flings it out there to Leo. Leo finding a pass down low to Supreme Buns. And Supreme currently uncontested. I'm willing to bet not for that long, though. That's a good delivery on the pass, a pump fake, and a shot. Leo the Great brings it to within 3 here, late in round 1.
Yeah, what a nice, slick shot there from Leo the Great. He comes in, he pump fakes the first, and then, pushes it in on the second. And just that was fun to see. It even got a reaction from both teams after that one went in. So yeah, good shot there from Leo.
And 1 goal game potentially if they can score 3. Nebula looking to pave the way for maybe an overtime situation. They don't have to go for the 3 per se. A 2 will do it, and there it is though for Nebula. So actually extending their lead here, and could not quite cause a turnover on the defense. So with 40 seconds, Guinness playing from a position of being behind, but a lot of game to come still in the second round and beyond.
I'm going to be honest, Nebula's drilling with these plays outside of competitive play really shows on plays like that. I mean, that pass was so smooth, and the shot was even smoother, and just it really shows that they've been putting in work outside of game time and scrim time to get that done. And so, yeah, hats off to them.
That's really amazing, isn't it? As that shot just goes blazing past. But how good people have gotten on those shots, those long shots. I mean, hitting it from every angle, from every part of the floor practically. You see just so many accurate strikers now. It's kind of scary, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah, as a goalie, it is very scary. It's it's one of those things. You have a good read on the guy in front of you, and it's just because you basically are playing with blinders on, with the headset. It's so easy to lose track of anyone to either side. And so what's becoming more and more common, and it might have been common. I was kind of on the lower end back in ESL, but it seems more and more common of people. There's cut passes, the cutting passes right in front of the goal, to draw the goalie's attention and send it off to that guy cutting in from the post or from the shoulder, or even behind the goal on occasion. Just they're so dangerous and they're so effective. And so watching Nebula come out and do it so well. I mean, excuse me, the plays they're pulling off here, particularly in the bubble. They look like top level plays. This is a team that's going to be rising quickly if they keep this up, because it's the coordination has been fantastic to witness here.
Yeah, agreed on all fronts there. The teamwork coming along. I know you were talking about too. On a related note, just how teams, yours included, just have not been really letting up on the practice, generally speaking anyways, in this off season between preseason and regular season. So, they're just kind of showing what they've been working on. That's why I was excited here, just going into week 1, and now as we start week 2, to see the continuity of all that work at play. Work and play, if you will. But here goes Supreme Buns and gets stunned, but down low it will get to Leo, as the stack just goes flying right on by, and Leo not in any rush really, but will find Supreme Buns at the end. And the spacing here in taking place, just one player for Guinness inside the bubble, otherwise 3 spreading out in a triangle formation here just on the outside.
Yeah, Guinness here, doing a good job of controlling the disc. They're playing. They slowed the pace down a little bit, and it's allowed them to get some better passes off. But now quickly turning it around is Nebula, almost having a 3-point opportunity there.
Just barely missed the grab, so couldn't get the turnaround goal there off the otherwise great defense from Nebula. Guinness trying to go on offense again here. I think that was, here it comes though. Mo Jolly just opting to reset it out there. Maybe not a bad idea with all the players diving. And now another pass, but cut off great here by Chocolate.
Unfortunately, Mo Jolly had a great one-on-one opportunity against the goalie and opt for that cross pass there, which if that player had been open or even cutting in, would have been the pass to go. But with that player, basically under pressure, and then the stun coming out right as the pass comes off, unfortunate decision there right on the goal.
Yeah, so it will be another clear here going into the orange side here for Nebula. There's a boost coming in, but just overshooting, so it allows the defense enough time for at least 3/4 of their team to get back into it. So a reset again to a cutting Leo. Late Toast trying to grab a toe, but now in tow it's Chocolate letting it go for the deep clear as the stacks come through for, it looks like Kaznaz. Off the back, what was he? He's maybe going for a pass or interesting attempt. I thought just a dunk opportunity would have been good. They're still going to go for another one here as Sweet Tooth lets that one to Kaznaz, and Kaz will not miss that one. Maybe more decisive, and it bought them the 2.
And just to pull back a little bit, not to go unspoken, Nebula's bubble play has been absolutely phenomenal. It's not that Guinness hasn't had opportunities. They've had many, and Nebula has just done a really good job of stopping them on that bubble and then quickly turning it around. We saw it there. They sent it right back down into Guinness zone. Absolutely. And you see, again, the speed of their chain is just magnificent.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of that, too. Not only the brawling, but doing a good job cutting off the lanes. Sweet Tooth, as this shot goes out, just misses. But Sweet Tooth already getting some saves, and just in very dominant fashion, too, right in front of the goal. I think 2 or 3, but here goes Chocolate, but a great save this time. Mo Jolly getting most saves as Kaznaz works it up the floor. Self-rebound, pass to 2 different teammates, stuffed and let loose by a White Fox.
Guinness must have heard me talking about Nebula's bubble play because Guinness just stepped up their defense there was absolutely phenomenal. The hands on Mojali in goal and the defenders there, I couldn't catch exactly who it was, but the way they stuffed the lanes in front of the goal to stop those cut passes and whatnot from coming in, so well done, beautifully well done there by Guinness.
And now Sweet Tooth dumping a pass, but just gets knocked out of there. Looks like Mojali again, perhaps, as Leo takes that away. And right back to Supreme Buns. Sees White Fox on the other end. Can't quite find the grips on the wall, but still reaching for the sky. And there's the disc finally collecting and now sending it down the other side. But look at that redirect on the stack from Nebula. So quick on that one as well.
Yeah, and that's Choco Lit. I've had the pleasure of doing some boosting with him, and I've heard it from other players as well. Ooh. But Lit is one of the best, one of the quickest boosters you will find in the game, regardless of what team he is on. He is so fast; he will increase the speed of anyone he's boosting with.
Yeah, Choco light on his feet he is, as some boosts come out again. First there is Mojali, but just barely missing the duo from Nebula. And there's a pass up top, too high. Leo gets stunned. White Fox trying to contest, and does just enough to buy him his team the disc. Still goes back to the tunnel, but loose disc here now, and just coming in with a stacks. Both teams here looking, and it will be Guinness for blue team first.
Yeah, unfortunate bounce back all the way into the Guinness zone off of a deep shot attempt through that mail slot, bounces off of the shield and comes all the way back down. But it's still in control, so they'll get another opportunity here.
Just surveying before getting stunned. White Fox, a nice delivery to Supreme. Gets it right back, but Kaz Naz at last again a save. He had a lot of those in preseason, and picking it up right there, showing he hasn't lost a step.
I was really hoping to see a goal there, given the nice give and go there between Supreme Buns and White Fox, a back and forth that was very, very well executed, and it just didn't pay off, unfortunately.
Yeah, those give and goes are some of my favorite plays. I mean, they're obviously simple on paper, just two-man game, but it brings me joy seeing those kind of passes go through and that chemistry. Here's some good chemistry, but even better grab is Sweet Tooth yet again.
That's two saves in a row to Sweet Tooth there on two opportunities, and that immediately turns around with Lit in that bubble with the deep feed from Kaznaz to bring it up by another two. And just again to talk about that bubble defense from Nebula, I mean, it's really doing a lot of the heavy lifting here, and it's doing a really good job.
Yeah, it's so tough because you mentioned it. I mean, there were really nice passes there in some of that two-man game from Guinness, but yeah, just... It's tough. It's tough when you have defenders in the goal. That time, though, the goal left quite open, just off the loose disc. Defense not in place, so 7 points now for Nebula.
And that happened so fast. Looks like, well, on your cam, it said Sweet Tooth. I thought it was Chocolate, but it looks like it was Sweet Tooth and Chocolate who came in. Sweet Tooth must have been the one to grab it and send that one in. What a beautiful job there by Nebula to take it up to 7.
And still 3:30 left in this match, 7 points. Not too much to come back from. Without a doubt, it's still going to be tough. It's a lower scoring second round. That is a great pass, though. Oh, but losing it off the top of that backboard area. Going up top is White Fox, a tough angle for any kind of shot, so it will get slung out of there. And there's the boost again from those speedy Nebula players, able to at least bother enough for Chocolate and Kaznaz to break loose. Now going for a bounce pass or shot, perhaps. The stack was in the area. Still taken back by Leo, so Supreme Buns gets a clear, actually a pass, a great pass at that. That's an open goal, and doesn't roll, just so close. But the stack now on the rebound might get it back.
And that's just unfortunate. Guinness has had a whole handful of deep shot attempts, good looks at empty goals, and nice setup there to Mojali from Leo the Great. Mojali sitting there on the floor. Under pressure, but the pass comes in. Jolly, she gets the push off the juke there on the defender and is able to put that one in for 2. Good shot.
Very jolly on the shot. Definitely feels good to get on the scoreboard here after about 7.5 minutes of play in the second round. So right now it's a 5-point differential, and trying to just cause a turnover maybe if they can. They have some time left to spare, but any score here as Sweet Tooth goes in, and that's going to push it right back up to 7.
And yeah, just again, the speed of Nebula here. I mean, they've been doing just a fantastic job in this series, controlling the disc when they aren't in control, playing incredible defense, and then when they get those turnovers, just turning it around so fast.
There goes Leo. Talk about fast. That's been kind of the case all evening there with those joust stacks on the defense. But now going in and just one-on-one on the defense was White Fox. So good take, good make. It's 5-point game.
And this is a solid shot there from White Fox, hooking it up above the goalie's head. Those hook shots can be really hard to follow as a goalie, and him doing it there.
I'll shout out too to Exhibit, one of our mods for VRML, just because whenever a hook shot gets mentioned, he was kind of, I would say, the originator. Back in 2017, it was kind of one of his little signature moves there, that hook from the bottom of the post. And right here, less than a minute left, so stalling it out is Nebula.
And that's just clock management. That's part of really any sport with a running clock. And certain teams are good at it. So Nebula trying to push that clock down.
Now, if they can get a turnaround here for Guinness, could maybe keep him alive. But clock is running down, and actually that bounce may just as well do it. Without a score there, time just winding down. So a deep clear followed by a quick boost, the quickest of boosts in fact. Will overshoot it and then tap it back out, but the time just not on the side of Guinness. So Nebula feeling good here, about to secure this win.
And yeah, with that 15-second warning, even if that shot goes in, game is over here. So this will be a victory to Nebula here, and that will take them up 1-2 on the season, and settle. I believe Guinness will also be 1-2 on the season. So this will Mo Jolly giving props to Sweet Tooth right now.
Well deserved.
In not so many words, but yeah, really giving props there. And yeah, well deserved, as you say. The Sweet Tooth was absolutely just a monster in goal here for Nebula.
I mean, 6 saves Sweet Tooth is credited for, along with the 3 assists, 9 points, and that was as dominant of a opening performance. I mean, obviously they've had some matches. This is the first match that I've really got to pay attention and start like understanding. I think I casted one Nebula match, but like I was mentioning in these other casts, getting to see some of these new faces that I can't quite place. It's like, okay, what's their game? What can they do? And it's becoming clear for Sweet Tooth in these opening 2 weeks that goalkeeping, I mean, what a skill set. It was on full display there. And same with Kaznaz. He's 5 saves as well. Still super impressive. Late Toast with 2 points, 3 assists, and 20 stuns. Chocolate with the 8 points, the 2 saves, 2 steals, 38 stuns, which is a game high. And there goes our stats. But yes, it was just a fantastic effort defensively and also on the speeding end of things with that chocolate stack you mentioned. Very impressive to me. Meanwhile, Guinness, well, I'll hand it off to you for that one. Don't want to hog all of the airtime.
Oh no, not a problem at all. Yeah, Guinness showing some good looks. Had a lot of opportunities, a lot of shots on goal. I mean, we saw it with how many a goalie doesn't get 6 saves. Two guys on the team don't get 6 and 5 saves respectively without that many shots coming in. So Guinness had a lot of great opportunities on goal there. But unfortunate, just didn't capitalize on enough of them to stay in the series to take it to 3 there. But well fought by those guys. They had some great saves. Mojoli with some great saves in goal. White Fox a lot of good looks. You can see them trying to make those cut passes in front of goal, and I think they just put more time into it. I think they'll come away just fine and start doing it just as well.
Well, for sure, those cut passes. Always dangerous if you can execute them. They were being mentioned too, I believe, in the last cast there with Infinite and Flare. And even throughout the week, that was kind of one of the themes of some of these games that we were casting. Just starting to vary up those offenses, not just go for only the anchored passes, because those cutting passes, basically what it does is you're getting the disc right to your offensive player, your teammate, so quickly that it does not give the goalkeeper time to react very fast, whereas if you go for the anchored passes, it's much more difficult. Now, the only caveat, obviously, to that is if the anchored pass is going to someone on the backboard that's anchored down there, because then you're already within close proximity of the goal, and you can get a much easier shot that way. So that's why you see a lot of people going for the backboard plays there just as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't disagree.